for different occasions.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why? I'm trying not to.
I know you're gonna be in your Dr. Phil outfit.
Oh, you ain't shit. I told you I was gonna dress up.
Yeah, I knew. I thought you was gonna dress up, but not like dress up.
Oh.
Like, I ain't know you gonna come as Steve Harvey today.
Look, your man healed. You know
What's
what I'm
this made
saying?
out of? Is that cowhide?
Yeah. Look, only the best. Straight from Texas.
This thing's still mooing.
Look, I'm trying to tell you. Look, once you heal, bro, that shit come out completely different.
Different, bro.
Completely different. Look, different.
That's crazy.
You different.
And it look like you iron.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Just a little bit.
You probably didn't even iron that. You probably steam pressed it. Boy, you did.
I ain't healed that much. I ain't healed that much. I don't got enough space for iron or steam press. I can't do both. Look, you know what I'm saying? Money ain't there yet.
I feel you.
It's
coming.
It's levels.
It's coming.
It's levels.
It's coming.
What's going on? Good?
Not much, man.
All right.
I'm glad to be here. Appreciate you guys having me.
All right, let's kick it off.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Welcome to Guerilla Talks, episode 2. All right. I am Avery West. This is,
It's your boy Melvin.
and today we got a special guest.
Josh Jones.
All right. So, Josh, of course, we said we'd have it open. This is the safe space for men to come talk. You can physically come and talk. You can send in something you want us to talk about, whichever one fits. Josh actually reached out, saw the first episode, really liked it, and requested to be on. And I know Josh personally, so I couldn't say no. I'm like, my man want to come on, So for today, the topic for today is going to be,
How do men conduct themselves appropriately in a relationship?
I'm gonna be the first one. I'm gonna go ahead and start that off.
A couple of dudes that turn this off. They girls.
No,
The next video.
ain't no way.
Not today.
You hear that?
Rebuke you, Satan.
That is crazy. YouTube just cut off. So I'm gonna be the first one to say. I'm gonna go ahead and break the ice. I've been on both sides of this. I have definitely been the guy to step out on my relationship, especially when looking back at it. You don't know it when you're doing it. And I think that a lot of men wouldn't have the experience if they knew better. If they had a positive male role model leading them the right way, teaching them the right things. That's not what I had. It's not, I don't think either one of us had it growing up. I'm like, that's every married man that I knew was like, get out there and sleep with as many as you can before you tie it down. I'm like, well, what are you talking about? But you don't realize how it conditions you. So mine, the moment I had an issue in my relationship, I'm gone. There was no real loyalty. Like, it was like I did what was taught through music and through the men I saw. You argue with your girl at home, there's a bunch of them out here. I don't know about y'all.
I would say, man, that was me in my young days. Right?
That's what I'm saying.
Like that's crazy. Because when I got married, man, like I learned the tactics of how to. Again, look, you gotta know yourself, right? And I tell you, 100%, I'm weak of the flesh. Weak of the flesh, right? So when I was married, I'm going to work. I'm going straight home.
Yeah.
Hey Melvin, can you hang out? Can you? Nah, I can't. I can't do it. Cannot.
I will admit that.
I
You
cannot.
would not come out.
I got to go home.
He would not come out for nothing. You like, yo, we hitting the bars, just the fellas. No.
Nope. Cause I know ain't nothing good out there. I got to go home. Cause if I go outside, well, what's around this corner? Oh, y'all trying to go home right now? I mean, we can this little after hour spot.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing good out there. Straight home, right? And I think that's as a man, you got to know exactly who you are, right, and what you're dealing with, and what you can handle, what you can't handle. And some of us, we can't handle freedom, right? It's too much for some of us, right? Too much freedom, too much being out there. Some of us just can't take that, right? You got to go home. Know when you got to go home, right? And I'm not saying, hey, if you somebody you like to go out, you like to hang with your friends, okay, cool. Go out, play pool, hang with your friends. Then no, all right, it's back to home, right? Don't be out there with your single friends and they out there, boy, we chilling and we on, nope.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Can't do it.
Something I learned.
Gotta go home.
I learned this. At one point when I was in a relationship, what relationship was it? What was it in my marriage? The kid's mom had a lot of single friends. Most of my friends were single. So they want to run, they want to go out party, they want to, and I've worked my entire life, like, this job, that job, whatever. In those moments, I'm like, all right, well, I go to work, I leave work, go home for a little bit, then I go out with my friends. They all get to stay out at night. I'm coming in at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and regardless of what happened, what transpires when you're out there, you're leaving that woman at home to think whatever she has to think. And it took me a long time to get to the right age, the right mentality, to where like now, like me in a relationship now, I'm pretty much the same way as you. I'm like, I go to work, I'll go train, where, I'll see my buddies I train with or whatever, and as soon as I'm done training, I go home. And I'm at a point now where I found so much peace internally that I can actually enjoy home. And it just hits different. So when we're talking about men with lust and fighting lust, I think I've learned the main thing for me, and this is me, this isn't everybody, first thing I did was change the people I was around.
Oh yeah, man, your circle is gonna be huge.
Yeah.
I think at a certain point too, it's your maturity, right? It's knowing exactly where you want to be, and what you're committed to, right? And what you really, really find important in life. I think especially when you're younger, right? And when you're a young man, you don't know what you want, right? So you out here trying to try everything, right? And you like, yeah, some people said I should get into a relationship. I'm in a relationship, but I still got to find something else, right? You're constantly searching, right? And you'll find almost any aspect in life where if you're constantly searching for something, that's going to be you, right? You're going to have something good. You're not going to appreciate that because you're always looking for something else until you finally mature and say, okay, no, this is how my life should look. This is what I want. This is where I want to be. Then that'll be the best place ever, right?
Yep.
Like we talk about like, especially when it comes like men and female, right? Just trying to find something, right? Like happiness is a state of mind. You got to find your own place of happiness. Until you find that, you'll be searching for something forever, right? It don't matter where it is, man. If you run into a person that's in love, man, they don't care what you got, right? Shoot, Jay-Z could stop him in the street and be like, "Hey, girl, come take a ride with me." She'd be like, "Nah, my man said he put Hot Pockets in the oven, and that's my favorite." Like, she don't care. Like, she in love. Like that don't matter. That's where she want to be.
Yeah.
You can go and kick rocks.
Yeah.
Right? We always talk about how people are attracted to money and people are attracted to jewelry and like flash and stuff like that. But you'll always notice, man, you always see like weird lopsided relationships and you be like, well, how is that person with this person? With this person, they got nothing. Because they just see that person.
They just see the person.
That's all they see.
That's it. This person stepped out when, all these guys, like the most infamous one is when you see the gorgeous girl, flowing hair, like amazing body, and then like this weird dorky looking dude come out. And we all work out, we're all athletes, or we're athletes, and we know the talk. Oh, yo, how he get that? How he get? Because he came at her like an actual respectful dude, like he was an actual man about it. He went, probably approached her, actually spoke actual English to her, wasn't speaking any Ebonics or slang, didn't talk about, I mean, you could joke once you get to know somebody, but when you initially meet somebody, you should probably be on your best behavior.
You need to come correct.
Yeah, you gotta come exactly correct. Really, and don't come correct initially, and then 2 weeks later or months down the road, now you talking out your side of your neck to her. Like, I don't know. I mean, how you feel about it?
Well, I mean, I always think that first impressions are everything. And I think that when it comes to serious relationships, or even if you're just like in the talking phase, you need to make sure that you maintain that same impression all the way through. Because I think a lot of us as men, we get comfortable and then we feel as though we don't need to continue dating our partner. And when we don't do that, we get complacent. That's when certain things start falling apart. And then when you feel that you're not happy, she's not happy, that's when you start trying to look elsewhere for that validation that you don't feel that you're getting in your relationship. And, I think that that's where a lot of the problems lie. And especially like in this society of dating now, everybody wants instant gratification. No one wants to actually put in the work or actually look themselves in the mirror and say, hey, would I date myself? And I can even put myself in that conversation. Like, I've been in a relationship for 6 years, got a wonderful partner. But there are some times where I got to look at myself in the mirror as like, she's giving me all the grace in the world, but if I look at myself, would I truly accept the man that I am now for that? Like, would I actually date myself? And if you can't answer that question, then I think that that's when you need to take the time to really start working on yourself. And don't do it in a way to like perform for the relationship. You got to show up for yourself.
Yeah, relationship theater.
Yeah, because if you can't show up for yourself, you can't show up for anybody else in your life. Doesn't matter who it is, family, friends, your partner. It just doesn't matter, even your career. So I think that that's just super important. And, I can say that over the last couple years and even recently, like, I've been going through it in a way to where I'm truly trying to figure out who do I want to become, who am I currently, where am I going? And I'm not saying that, you're going to make all the right decisions, but it is important to realize that, look, how you do anything is how you do everything. And if you can't be 100% in one area and then be going 50% in the other, because eventually that extra 50% that you're not giving into that aspect of your life, it's going to start to fall apart in the things that are most important to you.
Well, I think, especially when we talk about relationships, and then especially when people are first getting together, right? I think everybody falls in love with the hunt, right? We love to hunt, right? The hunt's probably the foundation of the relationship, because that's what starts the relationship, right? But then you gotta realize that the hunt's like a one-time thing, right? When you hunt something, once you catch it, that's it. You don't put in the work to hunt no more. Once you caught what you gonna get, that's it. Now you got to try to value everything that comes after the hunt, right? The extra stuff that people was doing trying to court you, the all that was for show, right? When you run a race, you run as fast as you can. Once you cross that finish line, you won it. That's it. That's done. Now, you may decide to run another race, but after that, no, it's a cool down period. You never put in as much effort as you did when you wanted to get it. Then you got to realize what's really real after the hunt, right? There's what's real and there's the hunt. And we don't focus on what's real too many times. That's why relationships fall apart. You always hear people be like, oh, well, when we first started dating, you was doing this. When we first started dating, you was doing that. You was this type of person when we first came out, right? And then you're like, yeah, that was the hunt. That's it. I put all my effort into that. I caught you. Now Now I got my hands on my knees. I'm in my cool down period now. This actually me now, right? I'm here now. That other person was hungry. I ain't hungry no more.
So for me,
It's different.
I agree. A lot of people. That's a lot of people. I learned, and I'm gonna hit it with the disclaimer. I always say, I know I'm different. And I'm not different than everybody. There are people that are just like me. It's just a small percentage. I give you, and it's because people. I think a lot of people when they first. I think it's the hunt initially, but it's also a lot of people don't give their genuine self because they're afraid.
Yeah.
You know, me, I give you 1,000% who I am when you meet me. When I'm trying to take you out on dates, I tell you, I will be the first one to tell you. I'm like, I have children. I'm like, well, let's go out to eat. I'm like, pull that phone out. Yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, what steakhouse you want to go? Oh, whoa, when did that? Who spent $300 on Roblox? I'm like, oh, she's in trouble. I'm like, I look at you, I'm like, so what you want from Chick-fil-A? And it doesn't bother me. Why? Because I know for a fact I've done enough inner work to get to the point where I know for a fact the person that I want to be with is not going to be bothered eating Chick-fil-A. Why? Because you should be at a point where you are more worried about the time spent and the energy given to it versus how much I spent on the meal. And where, you get a mature woman, she's going to look at, well, where's his money? Once you start dating, well, where's his money at? Mm-hmm. Like, what is this? Like, they don't mind as much the date itself, but they want to see, like, are you making good financial decisions?
Yeah.
Or do you have, are you just wasting your money away to nothing and you're just choosing not to treat her or court her to these nice meals? Now, honestly, in a relationship, I do take out nice meals. I was like, especially holidays, birthdays. And I don't know where it came from. I was not taught to do it. I don't know where I picked it up from, but I do the full, like, I think a woman should be courted 1,000%. Like, I'm talking about, what is it called? Uber XLs. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did that before. That was actually, I've only done it like twice, but it was a first for me. Like, I've never courted a woman that way, where you do the Uber XL. And
now, see, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm a little older. So what's the difference between a regular Uber and an Uber XL?
Uber XL, I don't know if it's
larger.
I don't know if it's
extra
XL.
large.
Yeah, so usually like an Uber XL
It's like a
is
Tahoe.
going to be like a Tahoe, sometimes a Chevy Suburban.
Yeah, the
black.
I've even gotten an Escalade before, but that was like with a group of other people, but that's typically
So bigger vehicle.
And usually it's going to be, most of the time, it's going to be a nicer
Yeah, it's a nicer
vehicle.
It's a nicer
Majority
vehicle.
of the
So a
time.
bigger luxury vehicle.
Yeah,
something.
that's pretty much what it is.
Especially in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it might not be considered Uber XL anymore. Mm-hmm. Like, I haven't done it.
It's not as prestigious as it used to be. Like in the beginning when Uber was like still new, like it was.
That's when it was a while ago.
You used to get a lot nicer vehicles, but nowadays like it's just kind of like the luck of the draw. Like you may end up finding yourself getting a Toyota Highlander as an XL because it's got a third row.
Gotta go back.
Yeah.
But that is one of the things is when I did order, I didn't get a choice of what car. I just got lucky, and I think it was a Tahoe that came and picked us up. I think it was a Tahoe that picked us up from the restaurant.
But it's like the gesture, though, right?
It's the gesture. Like, it's like, it's,
like higher gesture.
I cared this much, and you bodybuilder.
You could have had her in that Prius.
Could have
had her knees
definitely
scrunched up.
Definitely could. Oh, we would have been
Prius,
scrunched.
yeah.
Not only that,
And probably saved $10.
Shoulders would have been pushed. Saved a lot more than $10.
Dang.
It's not cheap, but it's it's the gesture of the you matter more than this. Like when it comes to me, like the person I'm with plus the children, especially nowadays and at our age, most women that you're gonna date, you have to be realistic. They probably gonna have a child. So, something else that I had to learn is, and it's a realistic thing. I can say it, like I want a woman with no children. That's going to limit me to about 10%, 20% of the population. So realistically, can I date a woman with children? And I used to say no, And then something happened, and I was like, wow, I genuinely love this person that has children. Like, so what am I gonna do? And as a man, I'm like, I'm gonna love those children like they're mine.
Yeah.
Period. Like, you know, I hear guys tell their stories here and there, mostly in the gym. And you know, I hear them. I'm like, how can you possibly talk about these children this way or whatever? And it's like, I realized that with what we were talking about, with even the lust thing, all these aspects of a relationship, most men that are getting in these relationships mentally have not matured enough to technically, like if there were laws that you must hit a certain point of mental maturity to be in a relationship, most men wouldn't be in them, wouldn't be able to make it.
No.
It'd be like a relationship license.
Oh yeah.
It'd be a bunch of illegal relationships running around.
You think you failed your driver's license test along? Shoot.
Yeah.
Relationship license, you ain't never gonna get that.
Exactly. But it's bro, and I think that's where when I talk about, you know, choosing your circle wisely, I tell every young man I talk to, when you're choosing your circle, if you want a happy home and you're with your significant other, or you're looking, even if you're looking, the men around you need to embody that.
Correct.
So even if you're single, like if your boy's single, you know, Mel, single, my boy, would never in a million years tell me or lure me to go talk to somebody else, look at somebody else, anything. Because he knows where my heart is. He knows we've already had that conversation of where I want to be. And he respects that. But I have had guys around me where we could be sitting in this room right here and a woman walk in there and they're going to be like, man, look at that. Yo, she looking at you. She checking you out. Like, why do I care? I don't care.
Yeah.
I do not care. And if she came over here and talked to me, I would politely tell her how I feel. You know, I'm not going to be rude about it, but I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Give me a compliment. You know, thank you. You know, I appreciate it. And move on. Problem with most men is when we get that compliment.
They give us an inch and then we take a mile.
Yes. You get the compliment and then it's, now you're in a conversation with this woman.
Yep.
Now you're talking about what you like and what she like. And now you're talking about vacations and where you like to go, where she like to go. And in reality, would you just relate it back to something simple? How would you feel if your significant other was having the same conversation and you were standing there watching it?
I wouldn't be happy about it.
And that's as simple as it has to be. You got people, we are in a society now, and I don't know when it started. It probably started a while ago, but it's like you got people in relationships that are going out on dates with people, you know, and a date is a date. Like, I don't want to hear all that, oh, it's just this, it's just that. It's a date. Like, it doesn't matter how you try to word it. Grow up. A date is a date. It don't matter if you went to get coffee. If I'm talking to you and you're like, hey, you know, I'm about to go get this. You want to meet me over there? Date. Because the only person you should be doing that with is your significant other. Period. But we, in society, we found these loopholes and these ways to say stuff, and then people are infamous for saying, well, if they don't like it, then there's the door, because I'm going to live my life. So what you're really saying is, if they don't like the disrespect I'm giving them, if they don't take this amount of disrespect, then we need to break up.
That's pretty much what people are saying now.
Exactly. And it's like, oh, and don't get into an argument where actually something that you're doing is bothering me. And I'm like, oh, well, like a big thing for me, not for me, but something I've noticed, it used to super bother me, social media. Cheating starts with a like. And I used to not believe it. I used to, oh boy, I'd argue to death. Cheating starts with like, whatever, sensitive ass. And then I realized it does. I'm like, because why? You pass Jesus, you pass a Bible verse, you pass a news article, you pass Steve Harvey, you pass Beyonce, and you landed right on a set of butt cheeks.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it was already brewing.
Yeah, it
right?
is.
again, we were talking about the person earlier that's so one track minded. The only thing that they see is that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means that was already there. You was already searching for it.
Yeah.
You was waiting for your opportunity.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of people, you like, oh man, they faithful, they good people. Nah, they just ain't got no opportunity.
That's very true.
100%. They just ain't got the opportunity.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want you.
Yeah.
You might as well stay where you are, right? But if given the opportunity,
Then the floodgates open.
yeah, then it's a different story. Then you really see what you want.
Yeah.
Then you really see where you lie. When the opportunity comes and the door open and you hurry up and grab that knob and go, nope, I'm close that. Go on and lock that right back on up.
Yeah.
I don't want no parts of that.
And that's where, as a man, you have to have that strength, that willpower. Like, I love it can be really simple. Like, you don't got to complicate it. It's simple. I love this woman so much. Anything that's thrown at me out here is not worth the pain I'm gonna put her through from dealing with it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, to this day, back in the day I wouldn't say that, but today I have given my passcode to the person I love, to my phone, or attempted to. Give them passcode to the phone, computer, I'll give you can log in to pretty much everything I have. I have nothing, because there's no one there, there's no conversation there that is going to make you feel like I love you any less. And that's where we have to get as men. And, everybody's not perfect. Every man's not there. It takes growing. It takes typically going through something for us to have that awakening as men. And in each one, I believe, I'm huge on each one, teach one. So if I've learned it, if I've gone through it and I've already, made the mistakes, then I'm gonna reach out and tap you.
Yeah.
You having issues, especially once you open up to me as a man. This is why these conversations are needed, because once you open up to me as a man, brother, I'm struggling, I'm going through this, I'm lusting, I'm da 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 da. Me as a Christian man, it has now become my job to tap you, grab your hand, and I got you, bro.
Yep.
And now, not only am I going to help you, give you words of wisdom, I'm gonna tap in with you periodically. Hey, bro, how you feeling? What you up to? You want to grab bite to eat? Let's chat for a minute. Oh, me and the fellas, we're gonna go play basketball. Come link up. Let's ball real quick. And in the conversation, we're gonna tap in. While you playing ball, my old knees. Somehow I end up hurt every time we play. But today I was being real careful. But when we get out there, start asking questions, man. Stop. People are so focused. I think as men, we get so focused on the surface. We talked about it the other day. But hey, what's up, man? What's going on? How you been?
What's going on, Playboy?
How you been?
Like, I've been good.
You good?
I've been good.
You good? How you been? How you been?
I'm good, man.
Yeah? All right, cool. And we go our separate ways. In reality, I'm actually asking you, and I stop and make people actually answer my question. I'm like, yo, how you been? Oh, I've been straight. I've been da-da-da-da. That's cool. It's not what I meant. How are you?
But how you been, bro?
Yeah. I'm like, how are you mentally? Like, you straight? How's life? How's the family? How's your wife? Take a second. It literally just takes a few more minutes than what you were originally going to do to check in on somebody. You never know what somebody's going through. And men, we're so used to covering it up that we will breeze right by. And I know from experience, you will have this conversation. I've spent an entire night out with somebody, talking, laughing, ha-ha, making plans for the next day, and they killed themselves that night. Because we don't really check in.
Yeah.
How long was he struggling before he did that? Had a note and everything. He knew those plans weren't going to happen the next day. But the more we check in as men, the more we check on our brother, that's how we start to squash these issues that we have. Our culture is huge. We have a huge infidelity issue.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm gonna touch in on two things that you said, right? First one,
Back.
I'm gonna touch in on is how you were talking about circles, right? you got to be very, very wary and very careful of the people that you hang around. But you also got to be careful of people who just love the old you, right? The
Oh my
people that
God.
just stick on the old you. Man, back in the day, you used to.
I will
Boy, I remember when you used to.
I will cut you off.
Boy, you used to be wild, right? You got to, you exactly. Like, hey, now, my ladies here.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
right?
Oh my God.
You got to,
that'd be the worst part.
you got
Like,
to
you
watch out for those people, especially when you start to be
remember
single.
the parties we used to throw? You be like, oh, shoo.
Because some people need you, right? They need the old you, right? Some people they need that old you to come back out to have a good time again, right? They need that old you to come back out so they can be entertained again, right?
Yeah.
People that really grow around you and people that want to see you grow are invested in your growth, right? Anybody that want to see you grow is invested in your growth. That means there's more conversation of, hey man, I can't believe you would do that. Right? I thought y'all would last forever. I thought y'all was gonna stick it out. I was rooting for you. Right? I'm disappointed in you. How could you?
Yeah.
Right? It's people like that you need to have in your life. People where y'all out, and even if it's one of your single friends, right? Shoot, if I'm out with my friends, right, and I know what y'all got going on, second I see you about to do something dumb. Hey, what we doing? Nope. Get back over here. It's your turn.
Yeah.
You bowl up next.
Yeah.
Playing with me. It's water for the rest of the night for you. Water.
Exactly.
You heard me. Water.
And
Better not see nothing else.
And be looking at the girls. You better
Exactly.
go on. You better go.
Right?
Somebody
Ain't nobody got no time for it.
Actually, somebody give me a spray bottle.
Because they know your hurt and your despair gonna be their hurt and their despair. Right? It's gonna be their problems.
Yeah.
Right? They like, nah, we not finna go through that. We not finna lose this good woman, brother.
Nah.
We doing too well.
Especially not when you've been through some stuff.
Yeah.
Like, all my guys have been through some stuff. So I'm like, you sit and you look, you got a solid one. And I think another thing we run into, a lot of men don't realize a good woman may take work.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. I'm like,
Anything good that you want to keep gonna take some work. It leads me to my second point.
ooh,
I can't believe the amount of work that we put in to be cheating. You know how hard it is to cheat? We be acting like cheating is an accident. You know how much stuff that you have to do intentionally to cheat?
yeah.
You got to hide your phone. You got to make sure nobody's texting you. You got to lie constantly. There's so much work to cheat that it's way easier not to cheat. You work harder to cheat than you do not to cheat. We don't
You
never
do.
realize that.
You do.
Like, we never come to that conclusion of how hard it is and how much work you got to put in, how much extra stress that you put in on your relationship.
And there's some guy
just to
watching.
cheat.
There's some guy watching this that's like, nah, bro. Nah, bro. I don't
impossible.
got work. I don't got work. I just walk outside and they throw it at me. Cause no, it's
Nope.
not. No,
It's not like that.
No.
If- Trust me, even if you, look, you could be the finest man alive. You go outside and throw it to you, okay, cool. Guess what? When you get back home, you got to erase your phone. Right? You got to remember to erase your phone.
That.
Right? Your girl like, ooh, let me play Candy Crush on your phone. You're like, oh, my battery died.
Yeah.
Not my phone.
Why is Pizza Hut asking you what you're doing?
Exactly.
Right.
Every time she touch your phone, you'll ask, oh my goodness.
Or you gotta do the flip.
you
You got
right.
phone always facing the
You
facing
know
down.
how much stress that is adding on to you for
Man.
no good reason.
Nah,
That's when you know where you want to be and you know who you are, you carefree. It don't matter to you. You put your phone down, I gotta use the bathroom. You just gone.
this the
Phone right there in front of your girl.
This is when I knew I changed. Phone sitting there, you sitting back, she laying down, you like, and the phone go off,
Hey,
and you
babe,
go, hey,
go get that for me.
yeah, who is that?
Yeah, pick
is
that up
that?
for me.
Tell me who. They called me for. Answer
Girl,
that.
you know the password. Open it up.
Exactly.
See
That was-
what it is.
I hit that one too. The phone
what
went
it
off. Get the text message. You like,
Got the text. Hey,
you see what that
text my
said?
homies. Text my homies back for me.
Exactly.
Right? Go through the text messages. Text my homies back.
yeah. You
Right?
go when she can open the group chat. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
But that's
Text him back. I'll be there too. You ain't worried.
No, something that I've learned is that when you lie once, you got to cover it up with 10 other lies.
Yep.
Yeah.
They keep going.
And it just becomes a vicious cycle that just never stops.
Yep.
Because when you think you're in the clear about something, you really aren't. And you know, I think a lot of men, like, we got to admit, women are a lot smarter than we are. We might think that we're like 10 steps ahead, but they're 20 steps further. And sometimes, like, they don't have to see everything to know what's really going on.
A woman can tell your vibe is off.
Yeah.
You're not moving the same.
Nope.
You know what I think it is about women is not that they remember more, but they remember the details.
Yeah.
They remember details better than men. Right? You can say something. Oh, I thought you said it was at 2. You're like, oh, I mean, it was at 2, but it was kind of late. It was like 2-ish,
Right.
around 3:30ish, probably closer, daylight savings time. The moon was off, right? And she like,
Depending on what clock I was using.
okay, all
It
right.
was around 2 on my watch. But if I use my phone,
But
it
you know
was
my
more
battery
like
died 2 years ago.
Yeah,
So my watch is always at 2.
crazy.
I don't know what time it is. It's always at 2 though. It's right at least 2 times a day.
Anyway, you wanna go get them bagels, girl? Like,
Right?
it's-
That'll sit on her mind.
And
right?
for me, I can't remember.
And
My
that's
memory-
us.
my memory- my memory
we
sucks.
terrible at the details.
Yeah, my memory
Terrible.
sucks. So I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm like,
You might as well not even try it. We are horrible at the details.
yeah, my memory sucks. So
But like you said, you done told one lie, now you had to use another lie to cover it up. Now you got so many details to remember, you can't remember
If you
all
can't
of them.
remember it, yeah.
and then you mess around.
But
you-
she
if
know.
you got some boys that's close, that come by the crib, now you got to tell them the lies so they can be in with. Now they in your BS.
Yep.
Like now they, and I'm not the one. I'm not
And
it.
keep
I'm
in
like,
mind, if you can't keep the lie straight, they can't keep the lie straight.
And I think the most important thing too is whether you're married or in a relationship with somebody, you have to keep your family and your friends out of your relationship.
yeah,
Because as soon as you start sharing a detail with them, whether it's good or bad, but I'll even just touch on just the bad part of things, that friend or family member is going to remember that one bad thing that you told them, regardless if you guys have actually moved on or tried to move on from that, they're always going to hold on to that. And in their eyes, you can't redeem yourself.
Yeah. It'll never be the same for them.
It will never be the same. And you know, that's where it's super important to like keep your relationship with the two people that are in the relationship. That's it. Don't share any details. Don't overshare, because that's one of the problems too. Like especially now with social media, and especially within like the last like 2 or 3 years, we've gotten so comfortable with oversharing to where everybody knows who doesn't know you from a can of paint knows every single detail of what's going on in your personal life, because we've just gotten to this mindset of if I'm not sharing everything, then I'm not providing any value. But the real value comes with the important stuff that can help somebody else. Not all the little nitty gritty details that really don't matter. They may matter to you because that's your personal life,
Yeah.
but all of that stuff is not for social media and the world to know. And you know, I think that this is where, you know, we're at a point where we're starting to realize we got to start reeling things back, because if we don't, it's going to put people in some far worse situations than they might already be in. And I can say that myself included, you know, oversharing, confiding in the wrong people, confiding in people who I thought were close or could keep things confidential, but next thing you know, they're sharing things with the next person, and then it just becomes a vicious cycle, and they don't even have the story straight, or how you said something to them, they're going to spin it a completely different way. And I think that that's where you got to realize, like, hey, like, everybody is not out there for your best interests. regardless of like regardless of what their motive is at that time or later on down the line, you just got to keep your business to yourself and for the people who are directly involved that matter, because that just opens up a rabbit hole that you don't need to be in.
If you share your relationship with anybody, you end up looking crazy.
Yeah.
Why? No one shares their relationship when everything's good.
No.
You don't go and say, girl, he bought me flowers. Girl, he rubbed my feet. He gave me a massage. He gave me this. He gave me that. But you quick to say when he piss you off, when he flip out, and the same as the opposite. You don't tell your boys when your girl is caring for you, when she make meals. You may say something small like, oh yeah, she making lunch right now. Like, you know, but you don't be like, oh man, she made this bomb dinner, man. You know what I'm saying? She held it down. Then she went and made a drink. And then she made, you know. No one says that.
No one says
but the
that.
moment they piss you off, the moment you're upset about something, then now you want to talk. Now you want to go tell your people. And
we guard the things that are precious to us.
Yeah.
Right? We for some reason we all have this stigma, like if I tell somebody something precious to me, then they gonna want that too. Right? So we guard those things, and big thing to your point, right, is people overshare, but we're in a time where we overshare and people are also quick to judge.
Yep.
Right? So as soon as somebody says something, they, like you said, I mean, they'll never look at that person again. As soon as you say something bad, they stained.
Yeah.
Right? And it don't matter because they don't know what you guys have gone through. Right? They don't know what. If you tell somebody, yeah, she cheated on me, right? They're like, okay. All right. Right? And I told everybody, yeah, no, man, shoot, there's times to get cheated on. Shit. I don't know what to tell you, right? At the end of the day, right, you always got to make that choice. Right? I think that's the best thing about love and relationships, right? We always make it seem like, oh man, after the hunt, there's no more, right? After the hunt, the effort doesn't go into the race anymore. It goes into all the things that prepared for it, right? And we forget those things. I think people forget all the time, the preparation, right? All that's the boring stuff, right? That we don't pay attention to. Everybody want to see Floyd Mayweather knock somebody out. They don't want to see him doing sit-ups.
yeah,
They don't want to watch him run 10 miles, right? They don't want to watch him make sure he gets 6,000 calories in for eating. We ain't here for that. We here for the ring, right? But that is short time in months and months and months of preparation that he puts in, right? And I think we forget about all the preparation that you got to put into a relationship, all the care, right? You just want the hunt. You just want that quick satisfaction, and everybody's always searching for that instead of all the little small things that go and prepare into it, right? The beautiful thing I love about relationships and marriage and in love is that every single day you got to wake up and you got to make that choice, right? You can change your mind any day, but as long as you wake up and you make that choice that this is where I'm going to be, this is where I'm going to plant my seed, this is where I'm going to flower, this is where I'm going to put in the time, this is where I'm going to put my fertilizer, right? This is where I'm going to tend to my garden, it'll always be green, right? Always,
yeah,
right?
Grass is
People
always greener where you water it.
That's it,
Yeah.
right? You hop the fences all you want to. The grass gonna keep on dying until you take the time to tend to it. It don't matter. You'll never find what you're looking for unless you really invest into it. And I think some of us are scared to invest into it. I think some of us are scared that if we put ourselves out there, we put in the work, right? We've been gardening,
I don't know.
and then all of a sudden, it still died. And you're like, oh, Lord.
And I think that's because people are not doing the actual amount of healing. People are talking about it,
Oh, yeah.
but you're not truly healing. Like, you know, for a long time, I was afraid to invest. Like, I would want to, and I could literally know that this is the person. Like, this is from I'm speaking from experience. This is the person I want. Like, I'm looking at this person. Everything about you I love. I am terrified to let anything go. So I feel I need to control everything. No, stay here, talk to me now. Like, especially you argue, like, because my fear is if we argue, like, you may choose not to come back and talk to me if we table this. And in reality, I'm like, you could have been stopped talking to me a long time ago. Like, it's probably best that we don't have this argument right now.
Yeah.
We both very hot.
Because there's gonna be certain things that are said that
You gonna say something that you don't mean, and I'm gonna say something I
or
don't
Now
the
mean.
heat
you
of the moment.
overwatering,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah. So it's like, I learned once you heal, like, you need time. Okay, that's fine. The stuff that used to bother me does no longer bother me. But I'm able to water that garden of mine exactly how it needs to be watered. You know, if you need to go over there within reason, go and do what you need to do. I'll be here perfecting what God's already perfected.
Oh, always to unpopular opinion. I always say, I don't believe people are made to be together forever.
Yeah, you said it last time.
Right? That's my unpopular opinion, right? And that's only because people grow. People grow so much, right? The only thing you can count on somebody is that they'll change because they're supposed to, right? And you're going to meet somebody and they're going to change, and the only thing you can pray is that you are also growing in that same direction. But a lot of times, right, probably 7 times out of 10, you're not going to be. You're going to be growing in a different direction, right? And you got to realize when that time was like, okay, yeah, for 10 years we was good, but now we just don't see eye to eye no more. They doing this, I'm doing that.
But see, I don't think that's what a relationship is about. I don't think it's about seeing eye to eye. I think that social
you're still
media.
in that like old, like
No, I think social media has made it to where
1930s and
I believe
you know,
social
like
media has made it to
grandma
where
still.
instead of sticking something out with somebody and just realizing that the person that you love, if you truly love this person, if it's real love, I made the decision to love you now. I'm going to love the person that you become. And like I said before, unless it's a drastic change, like you come back in the house one day, your hair colors change, you got an OnlyFans, you wildin', like, fine. Bro, you got OnlyFans, it ain't gonna matter, that ain't gonna happen. We talking about cheating, start with a click. That's a lot of clicks. That's a lot of clicks. But like, I think the most amazing thing I've learned about love is if I can learn to love you 1,000 different ways, that means I'm loving you now. And I know that you're gonna change because you should change because you should be continuously growing. Especially once if you throw children in the mix, the way they're gonna grow is gonna be so different. And it's like, I love that. That's something that I have found like truly amazing. Like finding you, I love you right now. 2 years from now, you're not gonna be the same person you are right now. So we talking about 5-10 years. 2 years, you're not gonna be the same person.
Especially as you said, when kids come into the equation.
Yeah, it changes you so much, so fast, so rapidly. You know, me today compared to 2 years ago, night and day. 2 years before that, night and day. Why? That was almost like my emotional growth spurt. So it would take a lot. If you loved me 4 or 5 years ago, am I a way better person, a better man now than I was then? Yes. Am I aware that you might have loved that version of me, that broken version of me, and you may not like this intellectual, healed, brought together man that you have now? Sure. But if you actually loved me back then, like loved me for me, you'll still love me today. And you'll learn to go, as long as, like I said, as long as it's not a drastic negative change, you should be able to, you and this person should be able to ebb and flow as life goes.
They'll love you.
But the problem is, back to what I was saying, I think the problem with today is social media has made it to where it seems like you can have everything you want with, like it's just so easy. So once this person starts to change, and then of course you got all this social media relationship gurus like, oh, if they change, roll out, like. But it makes it feel like once they start changing, like, oh, I can have what I want. I can just leave and have what I want. So I'm good. We need to separate. We need to go. And for some people, that may be the case. Like you may be that person. Like not every person is a stick it out in a relationship. I want to be with one person forever. You know what I mean? Like to each his own. I don't believe in what they used to do because what they used to do is stick with somebody that's completely unhealthy for you.
Correct.
You're in this toxic situation. Y'all just stick it out because, oh, I think we're soulmates. Like, no, y'all have got into 7 fist fights in 2 months. I'm like, police have been at your house like 4 times. Your kids actually learn how to box from watching y'all go at it. Like, it's probably not the best situation. That's why I don't condone what used to happen, because so many of us have grown up in a broken home that's, you might have both parents there, but it's just still not the best environment for you to actually grow as a human, because it's violent, it's toxic, there's no love truly in the house. So that's not at all the relationship I'm saying, you know. But when I say water your grass, you know, how much time do y'all spend actually together? Like my favorite thing, you would have never believed this growing up in a relationship. I love if we go out and, you know, have a date night or something like that. But my favorite thing is hookah. Make a hookah at home. Cut on TV. And I don't even watch TV, so I don't even know what we're watching. I was like, so that means that's 1,000% your choice.
Yeah.
What we watch. Look, you know I don't watch TV. I'm like, I'll be on TV. I'll be like,
I be falling asleep on movies.
Yeah.
She gets mad at me all the time.
bro, I don't know what's on TV. I know like 3 shows. He can grow with me. I've never been a TV person. Like I will read a book in a heartbeat. I will not watch. And I buy the biggest TVs for my house. Don't watch them. They're for the children. So hookah, TV, we can get food and a nice casual drink. I'm set for. We could be here for the next 6 hours, and I'm the happiest man you've known, happiest man walking earth at this moment.
Yeah.
It don't take a lot to water your grass. But if you're gonna be in those situations, be ready to actually be in those situations. Like me, if you're around me, welcome to being around me. I'm gonna check you. So and I ask personal questions. And when you talk to me about you and your girl, I was like, be ready. I was like, choose your words wisely, because I'm listening to everything you say. So when you like, yeah, and then I told her. So you did? You said that? That's crazy. That's how you talk to the woman that you love? No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean, no, yeah, she did.
That's what you meant.
Yeah.
No, that's what you told her.
Yeah, that's what you told her. You trying to take it back now.
You told her. Nah.
Yeah. But around those solid men, you'll get checked like that. And even though his opinion is that, and we talk about it all the time, his opinion is he doesn't believe in soulmates. My opinion, I'm the opposite. I don't think either one of us agree on that old school stuff, though.
Yeah.
That's the one thing we do agree on. But even with him having his opinion of, you know, not having soulmate, not supposed to be together for a long time, I'm like, damn that, find somebody to actually go through the ebb and flow with, you know, because I just find it beautiful.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we still have the same knowledge and the same moral compass. If you step out of line and you tell us, we're gonna check you. If you got a girl at home and you come out with us, you know, we do, you know, guys, little joke, you know, oh, hey man, let's hit this spot, blah, 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 blah. But it's a guy's night. Like, a guy's night is actually that. And guess what? You gonna go home.
Yeah.
Ain't no like, oh, yeah, yo, shorty hit it. That's crazy. Because you know what? I was like, we all in this together. Mm-hmm. So you can either drive home on your own, or you'll be in the passenger seat of my car. You can come out and get your car tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, but you gonna go home, especially, who was it back in the day? Oh, we ain't gonna say names anyway, but remember, somebody got super drunk and had to take him home. Not that one.
Okay, all right.
Had to take him home.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that.
All right.
Had to take him home. Had to take him in the house. And it's like, now it's like 4:00 in the morning. And we had to get him in the house. We knocking at the door. Wife comes to the door. And we like, sorry, you know, we was just out having a good time, blah, blah, blah. Luckily, she was cool. You know, she was like, oh, well, you could just bring him in. And I think the goal was to get him to the bedroom. But he was like heavier than all of us. It's not happening. So
That was just dead weight.
Yeah.
yes, it was super dead weight.
Drunk
got
dead
as
weight
far as we
is
could.
Yeah.
something
I don't even think
different.
we made it to the couch. We made it. He was in the apartment. He made it inside. And that's what counts.
Exactly.
He got a blanket and a pillow underneath his head. But, and it's just like stuff like that. Like, we gonna get you home. We gonna get you where you belong. Like, but yeah, men, I think the biggest thing is, dangerous saying this, with men that work out, the one thing I see the most, and I don't think we even process it. Well, I didn't process it till like recently, and I started saying something. When you go to the gym, you working out with your boys, and you got the typically the older guys. Boy, you see that over there?
Yep.
You see that right there? Yo, she got the shorts on. Oh, she wearing that for everybody to see. Like she want guys to look. She want guys to. That's why she got that on.
I mean, some of them genuinely do, but at the end of the day, like, gym attire is what it is, and it's like, you
It's
know,
like when men wear the tank tops. Like,
right.
of course, I'm lean and I want to show it off just as much as I want to see it, but that don't mean that
But
you
then
need to.
I'm the crazy one when I'm like, no, I think she's wearing that because it's got the nylon and it's less friction. Oh no, I'm stupid. Okay, cool. All right, never mind, man.
I think
she what everybody see. I got you.
Yeah, and I think sometimes, like you said, I think sometimes they do wear it for people to see, but for me, it don't matter if you wear that for people to see or not. I'm here to work out. My love is already over here. Like, nothing you wear to this gym is gonna make me think of anything that's gonna hurt this person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I think, and it's probably gonna have to come from this generation of men, because, and no offense to the men from before us, y'all did a horrible job. No offense.
Gramps is watching this joint right now. No, wait a damn minute.
Yeah, exactly.
now.
Yeah, you wait till he get here.
I tell you so.
Look,
That is effectively known as Generation X.
yeah, is it?
Yeah, because it's the generation right after the baby boomers.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much men who are in their early 50s down to like, I guess, like mid early 40s.
Oh, good. I'm not in there. All right, Generation X.
Yeah.
Y'all did horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
No offense. I don't mean it disrespectful, but y'all didn't give no good values. Y'all wasn't teaching young men how to actually like be affectionate. Didn't teach us nothing about emotional maturity. Didn't, teach a man how to speak his mind without, lashing out. Like, what did we get taught from the generation before us? Better question. What did we get taught that was healthy?
Oh, okay, that was healthy. All right.
All right, I'm about to say, got taught a lot.
Yeah, I had some teachers.
I'm saying, but look, I go ahead and take this watch off right now and put these hands to your face.
We definitely weren't taught healthy conflict resolution.
No. Everything was fight.
Fight and ask questions later.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's what we were taught, right? We were taught you got to be a man,
Yeah.
right? You got to be tough, right? Don't be out here crying, right? Don't be doing all that crybaby stuff, right? You a man, suck it up. You got to get on out there, right? That's what we were taught.
I told you about the other day at the gym.
Yeah.
So we're at the gym, and I'm 36, and I'm talking up front. I'm sitting up front talking to the dude that worked there, and these two guys come up to the front like fighting, but they're not like physically fighting yet. They kind of just going back at each other, arguing about who's going to report who to the gym staff about a 10-pound plate. 10-pound plate. And I get it. For them, that argument is everything. But as I'm sitting there talking, and I don't really care how the person feels. Like, it is what it is. And I'm using it not as disrespect to these two guys, but I'm talking, and one of the guys is, I'm willing to say he's at least 10 years older than me, if not more. And as I'm talking, I was like, dude, it's not even worth it. What are you doing? Like, because at one point they got where they about to come to blows. We, I separated. Oh man, let me holler at you for a second. I'm talking to him like, yo, what are you doing? Like, that's not worth it. I was like, he's like 20 years old. Is it really worth it? He's like, nah, man. As a man, X, Y, Z. He's like, and I think, as black men, we're too passive. I was like, that's crazy because I think we're not passive enough. And he was like, what's that? I think we've had enough aggression for years to come. And he was like, I think it's time. I was like, because as you're doing this, did you realize how many people were watching you?
Yeah. Because you make yourself look worse.
Yeah. I was like, so when you lashed out, he's like, nah, because he came up. I said, I think you're so wrapped in the middle of being mad, you didn't even realize he didn't come up anywhere because y'all have been in each other's face since y'all came up here. And he's like, nah, because he's like, yeah, you not listening to. I was like, you not listening to me. I was like, I'm the calm one. I'm all the way over here. I don't have no dog in the fight. I was like, so I'm able to watch what y'all are doing. I was like, he's standing there. Y'all have been in each other's face. But while you're doing this, there are young black men that are looking at you as an elder, and they're either learning how to conduct themselves in public, or you're making a fool out of yourself. I said, but then there are also other people that are looking, and they will be either saying, typical black guy.
Yeah. You don't want that label.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much, actually, I said there's two things they're going to think, but that's probably the number one thing. Typical black guy. Look at him acting a fool. Yep, they're gonna come to fisticuffs. Like they're about to get at it. Mm-hmm. Quick, find the closest door. There's gonna be gunshots. Like, and I'm like, I couldn't believe, like, it was a while, and I'm talking, and I'm like, I am definitely way younger than you, but I'm sitting here trying to educate you as to how to calm yourself and conduct yourself in public. And it took a minute, like I was doing cardio, and I had to think about, I'm like, that entire generation, or a majority of that generation, does not know that. Mm-hmm. If you watch and listen to them talk, man, I'll bust a motherfucker ass, and da-da-da-da-da. And you like, I'm looking like, I can't believe at some point in my life, I thought that was cool. Like, I was like, I want to be like him.
Not only at some point in your life did you think it was cool, at some point in your life, you thought that was your value.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, at some point in my life, I thought that being able to beat somebody up, right, being able to control somebody else, right, was like my value.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm good for. That's what I'm here for, right? If they ain't fearing me, then I'm doing something wrong, right? And that's how a lot of us grow up. We grow up to try to put fear into other people, right? We grow up to somebody else and be like, oh, man, he the man over there. You don't want to mess with him, man. He'll beat your ass, right? Like, that's how we...
It is.
That's how we grew up.
And that was like a way that I guess made us earn respect. Mm-hmm. And, looking back on it, like, I mean, I didn't get into too many fights because, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't taught to fight. Embarrassingly enough to say this, but, like, I wasn't taught to fight. And, my dad, he wasn't in the house, but he would say, like, he was the type of person, he's from D.C., he used to fight, but he used to also make a lot of poor decisions. And, whenever the few times that I did come to him about a certain situation, the first thing he said out of his mouth, kick his ass. But it's like, most of the time, like, I knew, like, physically I probably couldn't whoop that guy's ass because I was going to get my ass whooped, and I was afraid to fight because I was afraid of the embarrassment of losing a fight, which is why I didn't fight, but I would run my mouth. And that doesn't make you look good. That doesn't make you look good either. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's where you got to come to that. Like, you don't want anybody disrespecting you, but sometimes you got to just, the best response is no response. Sometimes you just got to learn to walk away. I know as men, we struggle with ego, and, we're in a point now where we got to start killing our ego in order for us to truly move forward and make the changes that are necessary for our own wellness and well-being. Yeah. Because, again, if you have children, you're setting that example. This generation now, Generation Z, they're shooting people up again.
Yeah. In a heartbeat.
I feel like, you correct me if I'm wrong, we're all part of the millennials. Like, yeah, there were like your select few that were shooting people, but for the most part, I feel like that kind of skipped us. Mm-hmm. But it was the generation before us, and then it skipped right over us over to Gen Z, where now everybody's got guns, and instead of fighting, they're shooting people. no one wants to actually handle resolution because people weren't taught to fight. But also, fighting is not good now because you put your hands on somebody, somebody's going to try to, call the police that you assaulted them. So like, it's almost like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Yeah. I think it's skipped because so many millennials, that's how we grew up. We learned how to fight. So by the time Gen Z came in, they were like, nah, we can ask what left or right.
Yeah.
Shoot them.
I think that is what it is.
We ain't gonna be getting whooped like this all day. Right? Like,
you got a lot of situations where there's no father that's actually there to even teach these young men. If you need to teach them, I think you should teach them technically how to fight, but then you should teach them how to be responsible with it. It's self-defense. It's not.
It's not being the aggressor.
Yeah, Billy's got your crayon. Billy about to get these hands, and it's. I think the huge thing, and of course, I always talk about our culture because I feel like other cultures have enough things that focus on their problems. Our culture, we have to get back to the nuclear family because a lot of households are missing that father-mother dynamic. It's certain things that your dad is going to teach you. There are women that do a great job. Great job. I will never knock a single black mother doing her thing fully forward. But there's nothing like having that powerful black father in the household that handles it. Like, I'll say with the older guy that I was talking to, you're sitting here, da, da, da. He's like, ain't nobody gonna disrespect me, da, 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 da. I was like, it's crazy. I was like, I used to think the same thing. I used to run around feeling the same way. I was like, and then, when I became a man, what I started thinking? And he like, what's that? I was like, I feel way more powerful when I look at you and I know I can break you. Like zero thought about it, I'll take you. And I choose not to. I choose not to even get into this argument. Have a good day. God bless you. Whatever argument you had, boom, have at it. Only way you get me upset to that point now, and this man has seen me tee off on many people. But nowadays, this me, only way you get me upset, kids, if you affect my children, that's any child associated with me. So my children, stepchildren, whatever, or the woman that I love. Affect them, you will get I'm talking about the wrath of hell. But if you do something to me, probably not gonna do anything. Like, probably just gonna laugh because it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Only reason you get that from them, I am their protector and their provider, period. They call, say something happened. As men, we have a responsibility to protect them. That is the only time I say you have a green light to do what you need to do. But like the stepping on shoes and like the dumb stuff we used to get in fights for, or, that our culture for some reason is taught, oh, he disrespected me. He didn't say, who cares, bro? Is it really worth it? It's not even worth it. But there's...
After a while, it's being able just to see that bigger picture, right? Being able to see that vision, being able to see past your hand a lot of times what people say, right? And I think when you grow up, you're just so in the moment all the time. You just got to be right in that moment. You never, when I was young, did I ever think about my future, right? I just thought about just me right now, just me right here, right? I do a lot of future thinking as an adult now, right?
Yeah.
Once I started to get into like my late 20s, early 30s, I had a lot of future thinking, right? How can I set myself up for success in the future? And then when you start to future think, you start to be like, oh, I'm gonna be here in the future, or I wanna be here in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? I can't tell you how many times as just a youth, somebody threatened to shoot me, and I'd be like, bro, I'm ready to die today.
Yeah.
Right? Like with no hesitation.
Yeah.
Like, do what you gotta do, I'm ready.
Shit, we got threatened at the basketball court. Neither one of us cared. Like, he was like, I air this joint out now. He was like, what's up? What's up? Stupid. Completely stupid. Please. And he went to the car. We still ready. Didn't run, nothing. He just like, he even gave us the look at the trunk like, y'all really gonna sit there? And I fully believe he had it on him. I think he was just like these young dudes are so stupid. It's not even worth it. Like
Exactly.
And it's crazy to think, like, looking back at it, like, I was shot in the head at 14.
Really?
And you would think that would make you think, like, put value in life. It didn't change anything for like another 10 years. I didn't start valuing life, like truly valuing, until I was like 28, 29. And like now you can't, bro, I think so many things about life are just so beautiful at this point.
Yeah.
Like, you think you love somebody. Like, I thought, so many relationships, I love this person, I love this person. I'm like, man, you go through a healing, your true healing and awakening, the way you love somebody after that, or even during it, and then after, bro, it's like, no, I'm talking about from the way this person says my name, to the way, like, they move through a room, the way they cook a meal, adore it. And when you look, you like, I'm talking about, you might as well just be like a marble statue. Like, there's nothing that beats that. I can't even describe the emotion. Like, literally cannot put it into actual words, because it's like, even before, I'm like, you'd have an argument with a person and you're like, I mean, I'm hot and I'm like, this person irritates the hell out of me. Like, I'm with them in a relationship, sure. I'm like, but right now I just don't want to see you. I don't want to. And while I was going through my healing period, and even after, and it's like, I could argue with you and I still want you just as bad as I did before. Like, nothing changes at that point. And it's like the way you communicate, like, I look forward. You almost start to look forward to your next argument or disagreement. Not your argument, disagreement. Not because of a toxic reason. You look forward to the healing portion of it. I look forward to that conversation where we can sit down. Like I said, like, hand me that pillow. So, and I told you this the other day, and I'm big on using symbols. So in a relationship, I think people get so caught up in fighting each other, and especially when it's hot, and you're like, and it's like, so at that point, this is your problem. This pillow is your issue. We have an issue. Now imagine that's like taller. I can't really get to you because the issue is in between us. We'll never be able to come together because this issue sits between us. And this is where most relationships are, instead of looking at there's a problem, it's you're the problem. And we keep this issue. Now you take the problem, how it should be. Put the problem over there. Now, I have full range. I can reach out to you. We can come together. We can stand next to each other. Our problem is right over there. And it's me and you versus this problem. Let's address this problem. Get this problem out of here so we can move on. And the moment you start to look at your relationship like that, and you stop looking at a you versus me attitude, your relationship immediately changes.
Yep.
The problem is getting somebody. It does take two healed people. You can't come into a relationship, bringing excess baggage. Everybody has baggage. So it's unrealistic to say, not to, but you can't bring that in here, and that's keeping you from moving into this relationship. You can't, come in with, this guy treated me this way, so I ain't gonna let no other man come in and do this. Like, I'm not him, boo. Like, I should have a clean slate when I get here.
We ain't never gonna have that.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
You can get it over time. I think in realizing that the woman that you love has probably been through some things.
Yeah.
And you are going to have to jump over a few hurdles, be patient, give love, and realize that y'all not gonna have, every day's not gonna be great.
Yeah.
But over time, and then with a lot of women today, once she realizes that you're not going anywhere, like I'm not looking for anybody else. You are it. There's not some niche chick I'm looking for. I'm not looking like with us. A big thing is like, oh, you want a gym chick? I don't want a gym chick. I want you. That's it. I want nothing else. Like I want you.
I tell you, another word that'll get you banished from the hood. But I tell you, you're so smitten because that's where you want to be.
Exactly.
Right? Like that's all you see.
Yeah.
Like that's where you want to be there so bad that's you're gonna make it work, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Right? That's all you want. I always got to like my biggest relationship saying is the day you need me more than you want me. That's the start and end of our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like the day people need you more than they want to be with you, that's a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
And the more people want it, they'll do whatever it takes to try to keep it. When you want something, right? You'll have little needs here and there, right? But the day you're talking to somebody and you be like, man, you should just leave her. And you're like, yeah, I would, man, but you know, rent's expensive and she paying 30%, so I guess I need to stay here. You like, all right? Oh yeah, girl, I'll leave them, but you know, I was trying to keep it together for the kids, right? All them needs, that relationship been over.
Yeah.
Right? They don't want you no more. If they a person don't want you, it's only a matter of time from there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely not the same guy I used to be. I'm like, I used to look and be like, and that's why, you know, I was like, you don't get no judgment from me, bro. Nobody gets judged. Like, you come talk to me about something, I'm like, I don't judge anybody. Well, I've been on every side of a spectrum. I'm like, I've been the guy that sleeps around. I've been the guy that, you know, is lonely. I've been the guy that, you know, tries to love but can't love. I've been the guy that needed to heal. And now I'm the guy that, like, I'm at a point now, I'm like, honestly, the next Miss Westmoreland, I feel bad for her friends. My next miss is I feel bad for your friends. Your friends are going, and I feel bad for you because your friends are going to hate you. Why? Because I'm that confident at this point, and my level of affection, of love, of understanding and patience, that, I mean, your friends ain't gonna have this. Like, I never thought I'd be the guy to be like, A, that buys flowers, but B, it got to the point, like, I'm like, yo, I'm going to get groceries, like simple groceries to make a meal. And I actually can't leave the store without getting the flowers because I want to, just because I have that desire to show that affection. And that's never been me.
Now, before you wrap this video up, right, for the viewing audience, right, I just want to go ahead before I'm the hated guy in the comments and like, he don't believe in love, he don't believe in people shit, right? Hold on.
Look, they're going to be in the back. He need to heal.
Exactly. Hold on. Let me tell you something, right? First off, right, I don't believe in it just because people are fearful of finality, right? Like we said, I think that's the thing that people fear the most is investing everything into one thing and then it not working out. And then all of a sudden you got to start over. And people are so scared to start over that they'll stay in bad relationships just to avoid starting over.
Yeah.
They'll stay way too long just to avoid starting over. The reason why life is so beautiful is because you know you're going to die. Right? So think about that. You know that time is precious. All that little time that you have between now and you don't know when you're going to take your last breath. But you know every single second of that is precious. Right? That's how you should live every relationship. Every relationship you should be trying to better it. But when it dies, it's dead. Move on. Don't be afraid to start something new because you're so gung-ho on the past You want to live in the past. You don't want to start over. Yeah, girl, but if I get out there now, right? He got kids, and I ain't trying to deal with nobody else's kids, and then I try. No, that's your life. That's your new journey. Don't be scared of that.
I think that comes with a little clarification, though. I don't think, because I just sat here and thought about it. Somebody gonna take that and run with it. I think what you mean is, when that relationship is done, that relationship is completely toxic or abusive, or like people like when
Don't put words in my mouth.
When it no, because there's people who are gonna take it, and the moment it needs work.
This is exactly. Not the moment.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to clarify. It's not when it needs work.
Life takes work.
Yeah.
Right. Again, if we'll stick to life is beautiful because of death, right? But life takes work. If you want the life that you want, right? You want to live the life that you want, you're gonna have to work at it.
Yeah, because people will take what you just said.
You're
gonna
realize
no,
if you're going through that wrong path.
He said it's time for it to end, boo, because he wanted me to wash dishes.
I can't tell you how many people probably have bad relationships with people that you probably never talk to again, because you overstayed your welcome. You stayed in something that was toxic, right? You never told somebody the things that you needed to do. I got an ex-wife and an ex-fiance, right? And I tell you right now, I can contact any of them and no problem, right? No love lost, because we were able to sit down and what's going on, Big Pimp? We was able to sit down and we was able to say, you know what? It just ain't working, right? We tried, right? You going this way, I'm going that way, right? You believe in this, I believe in that, and that's okay. Right? It says it's okay for you to be you, right? But where you going is not where I want to go.
I agree.
And I got to let you know.
I have to agree with that.
Right? I don't even know none of them. But I call people Big Pimpin' with such an inflection as if we was hanging out yesterday. Right? Just so strongly.
It's because where we from.
You'd have thought we
was background.
Kicking it the other day, right?
That's the background.
Yeah.
To be honest, I say what's up to people all the time. I'm like, I said what's up to somebody the other day, so strong. He came back over, was like, yo, I'm trying to remember where I know you from. I was like, you know.
You don't know.
I was like,
you don't know.
I was like, you don't know me. I just said what's up. But I agree with that. That's actually a good thing to say. I do think people, and I've been one. You know which one I'm talking about. 'Cause I even went back for some more. I was like,
I feel like that's the worst thing you could do is go back.
I think so. Kids will make you do things that this is done. We should just.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little double check every now and then.
You gotta,
Look, sometimes you gotta be sure, right? If you left and you like,
I still had, look, now if had I healed, maybe, but I was still, I ain't nothing changed about me. I was like, man, we're gonna try this again.
You go back through that door, you peek your head in, you get hit by a pie, you like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, yeah, it wasn't crazy. Okay.
No, that's crazy.
All right, yeah, all right, okay. I just had to double check, right?
Yeah.
I gotta know for sure.
The worst thing for me with having so much growth was meeting people who choose not to grow at all. Like I had certain statements now that I hate hearing is like, oh, we should try this, Nah, that ain't me. I don't do that. That's crazy because like you didn't do it up to this point, but you have a chance to go and try it. And if we don't like it, then we won't do it.
Yeah.
But for the longest, that was me. I was like, I don't do that. Especially the typical thing for us is,
black folks don't do that. Black folks don't do that.
Do that. Black.
What you trying to do? Bungee jump? Black folks don't do that.
Yeah, I'm like,
You going skydiving? Black folks don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that.
and now I'm like, you come up with something. Honestly, if you come up with something, as long as I can figure out how to get there to do it, I'm probably gonna try it. I'm like, and then I'll let you know afterwards if I do it or not. You're like I'm going to go skydiving. I'm like,
It's still in my DNA a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I still sometimes be like, black folks don't do that. I still, every now and then, I still pull the black folks don't do that card out every now and then.
So I'll be honest, the one thing I am terrified of doing is getting on a cruise ship. That's the one thing I'd be like.
That's one of the stigmas I broke.
See,
But somebody asked me, long time ago, somebody was like, man, you got to take cruise. And I was like, black folks don't do that. I was like, on boats for fun? Not my people.
exactly.
But I tried it.
So you want to know my biggest fear about a cruise, and it's not what
Getting
you
lost
might
at
think.
sea? Oh, okay.
Being the biggest guy on the boat.
The food being bad.
That's the most bodybuilder shit I've ever heard in my life.
Not even on that type of level. Like,
Oh.
I'm talking about just the food just being good, because I've heard so many. Obviously, I'm sure it depends on the cruise line that you take, but I've also heard from certain people who've taken multiple cruises that have said that the food is trash.
Really? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
And
A new fear installed. I'm stuck on this boat with trashy
because
food.
I mean, I'm a foodie, so like I cherish having good food, especially like when I'm not prepping for a show. Like I'm in the off season, like I can kind of be a little bit more lenient with my diet. Like
Where is Josh
Food is the last thing I
like,
ever
where-
thought about on a cruise on a big old boat in the middle of the ocean. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's the
Yeah,
last thing.
but-
I went on a cruise and I never even looked over the balcony because I was like, "This where they get you." I'm gonna look
That-
over the
that part
balcony.
might
We
hit
gonna
me.
hit a wave. And my black
That
ass
part
gonna be in the
might hit
ocean.
me.
I'm not going anywhere near the.
And I was like, as soon as I get in the ocean, I'm gone.
First
They're
of
not
all-
even gonna rescue
first of
me.
all, I'm afraid of heights. Second of all, we in the middle of the ocean, and I used to be able to swim. I can still technically swim, but the way the muscles sit,
yeah, same thing.
it, it's
I don't swim like I used to.
yeah. I used to be, we good. I was like, I got in the water and thought I was still that deep
Hey,
side is real deep. when
You think you
just
can
sink.
swim? The ocean will humble you.
The ocean
Yeah.
is
That's
totally
different.
different, you know.
I-
That's
look,
different.
no
we can
one-
all swim in a little salt water or something. You know, a
I'm
little
be honest,
chlorine pool.
Be honest with you, I'm healed. I ain't that healed. This boat start going down. I'm gonna be the one in the boat, like women and children first. Like, why are you over there? Focus on the positive, not the negative. Get in the boat.
I ain't gonna hold you.
One man per boat.
I was on that cruise acting brand new.
Yeah.
Just sitting in lounge chairs and stuff.
Oh, man.
Had my shades on. I read a book. I was out here just.
I ain't gonna lie, like nowadays, like I'm doing this stuff like I would have thought was corny back in the day. Like I don't even tell. Back in the day, I didn't used to tell anybody like what I liked or nothing like other than like basketball and stuff like that because I was afraid. I'm like, people found out I was a Harry Potter fan. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah,
And you black?
yeah. That's what somebody said. It's like you're black and you're a Harry Potter fan.
Yeah.
Don't let them see the arm. I'm like, they'd be like, what? I'm like, Now, of course, there's a meaning in the tattoo. Like, there's a reason why it's on
Say,
there.
yeah, we see you, Jamal.
Exactly.
Practicing the dark arts.
Yo.
Somebody get a load of Harold Potter over here.
Yeah, it's like I don't
Yeah.
tell a lot of people this, but like I'm a big rail fan. I love trains.
Yeah.
That's something that I've been into ever since I was little. Like at one point, I wanted to work for the railroad. I wanted to work for Amtrak, being a locomotive engineer.
Okay.
Obviously, that does not coincide with being a bodybuilder. Like that, I wouldn't be able to do that at all. But like, that
I can
was
see your strong self with a trailer.
nah, but like, actually,
You don't let go of the horn.
I'm like, okay, all right.
He's around. I heard this train got horrible food.
I want to drive the train. Like, no, you can't drive the train. I need you shoveling the coal. Like, get your big ass to shovel. Need you doing strong shit. I need you to put the logs on the fire. Get out of here.
The emergency brake went out. Quick, get Josh to the back. He's just out
Get
back.
on the train and you out here selling snacks. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, who got his strong ass over here handing out snacks? No.
I could
I
definitely
need
see
him
that
on
though,
some
bro.
strong stuff.
If that's what you like, man, I say go for it.
yeah, I mean, like, it's like something that I've wanted to do, like, outside of the gym is, like, just go out and film trains more. Like, that's something I don't get to do as frequently. But, like, anytime, like, I see a train somewhere, I got to pull my phone out, film it. Like, like, me and my girl went to a train show in Chantilly recently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bro,
Like,
I just learned something new today. Didn't
But,
know there's
like,
train shows.
I also tell people, I said, it's actually probably a good thing that I don't have a house right now because model trains is a much more expensive hobby than bodybuilding is, believe it or not, because trains are expensive as hell.
I believe it.
Bodybuilding is expensive within itself, the food, supplements, paying a coach, shows, all those things. But like, yeah, trains is like on a whole nother level. Like you pay $300 just for one locomotive.
Yeah, y'all just gonna leave one thing out, huh? I see you.
Later on down the line, you know, when I'm, I guess, in a better financial position.
I see y'all out here. I see what y'all did there.
Yeah.
All natty, right? I got y'all. Because it gets real expensive, you know, the food and
Oh man, I wasn't even going there.
the supplements. I got y'all. I see what y'all doing here.
Now, if we were sitting here, yeah, probably.
Okay, all right.
I'll be honest,
Okay, yeah, all natural. I got y'all.
We got to talk about that on another episode.
Yeah, we definitely.
Because I was definitely going to touch on something. But
I will definitely dive into that. Cause
yeah, it's definitely. I got some things with that. I'm like, yo, I hate some pet peeves. I'm like, bro, if you got to talk about it all the time, probably not natty.
I would say if you're somebody that talks about it, you probably don't look the part, and you probably are not following things the way that you should. Because, like, you know, like I said, I know that's probably for another episode, but like,
Yeah.
But yeah, the people I know who talk about it, like, they don't really look like nothing. Simple as that.
And I saw a picture of a dude the other day, local. I ain't gonna say his thing. But I was like, man, there's no way. There's no way you're natural. I was like,
Let y'all know I'm all natural.
yeah.
You boy, all natural over here. Ain't nothing but peanut butter and chocolate.
I was waiting. I was like, I know you gonna say. I was looking at you. I was like,
that's where he was going.
I was like, he gonna say something crazy.
All natural.
But
Organic peanut butter at that, too.
yeah,
Won't
sounds
catch
gross.
me juicing.
Sounds gross. Shut up. You got any final words?
That's it, man. I just appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah.
I would love to do this again.
Definitely.
Definitely start diving into some different topics of things. And
Yeah. Come back, man.
yeah, no, absolutely.
We can definitely rap and we'll talk. Get you back out here.
Yeah.
You right down the street. There is no cap to how many times you can be featured, how many times you can come and talk. You can come for the conversation itself. You can come for there's men that are actually struggling and you want to talk to somebody. You come for that reason if you feel comfortable. To be honest, you can actually set up. We even have it where you can set up and actually come and talk to us without the camera being on.
Okay.
If you're really struggling, we take this serious. So we're not going to be like, nah, we don't want to talk unless the camera's on. Like, if you need to talk to somebody, and this is for anybody that's watching, you can message us. We will set it up. If you got to get flown out, that's on you. You got to figure it out yourself. But as long as you can get to where we're at, if you need somebody to talk to, we can figure that out or whatever. We do look forward to further down the road. It will be set up as a program where you can actually submit your information and do what you need to do. And there will be a sign-up process for actually sitting and talking to us and kind of like counseling or whatever.
Okay.
So these are things that are in the works. We got we have conferences coming up.
Okay.
2026 mental health conferences. So pretty much this, but it'll be bigger.
Okay.
It'll be, us starting it off, large group, and then we'll break off into smaller groups.
Okay.
Have different speakers there. I already got a few coaches that have dealt with personal training, but also with mental health and kind of mesh them together. A few psychologists
Okay.
that can come and talk, and then people that just have their own experiences, man. So we're definitely growing. It's taking a little bit, but we're growing slowly, and I think this is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I have an amazing partner, although he needs to heal.
I told you they're gonna be in them comments.
They are.
They're gonna be in them comments.
They are.
Like, dang, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I said what I said. So.
And that's it. All right. So thank you guys for joining. And again, this is another episode of Guerilla Talks. We will see you guys soon. Episodes go up on Fridays, so check us out. Again, like, share, subscribe. If you have any suggestions, anything you want to hear, leave it in the comments. I'm Avery. Thank you.
Melvin.
I'm Josh.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night.
Peace.
Bye.